A vivo, ya estamos.
Ya estamos. Bueno, nada, feliz Día Mundial del Ambiente. Bueno, nosotros desde el festival lo que ofrecemos este día es un poquito irnos con un poquito de cine ambiental, tener un poquito de cine ambiental. Tenemos el placer de hoy estar hablando con Nika Saravanja, que es la directora de la película que estaremos proyectando a las 10 de la noche por nuestro canal de YouTube. Bueno, y tenemos las preguntas que la gente envió para hablar con ella, así que bueno, les presento a Bianca, que es la traductora del PEFF y siempre está ayudándonos, así que bueno, va a estar acompañándonos y haciendo un poquito la traducción de lo que Nika nos estará contando en inglés, así que bueno, trataremos de que todo se entienda, ténganos paciencia, bueno, si algunas cosas se nos pasan por ahí, esperemos que después Nika nos conteste. Pero bueno, la idea era un poquito transmitirle a ustedes desde el festival, celebrar el Día del Ambiente y obviamente regalarnos esta película que la realidad es increíble. Estuvo como apertura del festival en el 2018 y bueno, la idea es que hoy la pueda disfrutar desde acá, desde la Patagonia, a todo el mundo. Así que bueno, muchas gracias, los esperamos a las 10 de la noche y vamos a conocer a Nika. ¿Qué les parece?
Hello?
Hello again.
Hello. How are you?
Hi.
Hello,
Big
Nika.
greetings to everybody.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so first, can you tell us something, a bit about you? How did you start it in this cinema business, being a woman, and how did you get this movie? How did you meet David, and how was this project to film this DUSK chorus?
Okay, I tell you, you stop me when you need to translate, when it's too much.
Okay, good.
So I started with actually photography, something that I had as a passion since I was young, and I was getting my grandfather's old cameras. And I studied something else before, and only when I was 28, I decided to study documentary filmmaking. So I was searching in Europe, different schools and universities, and then I found this Zelig School of Documentary in Bolzano that is really like particularly only...
In Bolzano?
Italy.
Ah, en Italy. Ok, good. So, entonces, bueno, cuenta que primero empezó con fotografía, estudió en distintos lugares y a la edad de los 28 más o menos decidió estudiar cine en Bolzano.
Sí.
Bolzano, en Italia.
Because
Good.
I moved from Croatia to Italy to study.
Good. Claro, se mudó de Croacia a Italia para estudiar. Are you from Croatia? Really?
Yeah.
You're from Croatia. Good.
I'm from Croatia. I live in Vienna, in Austria.
Nice. Vive en Viena ahora, pero es de Croacia.
And yes, this film was actually the diploma film that I did for the school.
Claro, lo que hizo, o sea, este es el proyecto con el que se graduó. Good.
So we filmed DUSK CHORUS on our third year. I filmed Alessandro D'Emilia, my colleague and my co-director, and another student was editing, Otis Buri. And actually the connection went with David and his project. It was like Alessandro's mother personal connection, but we got so fascinated with his work that we asked him if we could visit him in Pesaro, where he works at the conservatorio.
Uh-huh. Bien, entonces dice que mediante conexiones de, ¿no? La mamá de alguien, conocen el trabajo de Alessandro, conocen el trabajo de David y lo intentan contactar en el conservatorio. Good.
And then when we first had our meeting with David, we all clicked a lot. He never had anybody do a film about him. He had a lot of requests, but he didn't want also he didn't want some TV to do a film about him. He wanted he liked us and he wanted to take us on to this adventure to Ecuador. He allowed us to come with him as students for summer.
Bien, entonces dice que David como que los permitió que puedan ir con ellos a esta aventura al Ecuador. So they are starting this adventure. It was really an adventure, or not?
It was a complete adventure.
Wow, wow, wow. We have like some questions related to that adventure and how did you manage to be there in this deep, very rainforest? So one of the questions was how did you manage to get there? How did you get into those deep rainforests? Did you have to ask for any permission? Did you talk to the natives? How was that part?
So we had to get permission. Actually, it's in Yasuni National Park, and it's very difficult to get filming permissions. But what happened is David got a permit to record sound from the government. And then what we did, we came as his assistants, and we had like small cameras, like the Sony Alphas, and we said it's for us to record actually our internal stuff. So that's how
okay. Ok, entonces le preguntábamos si tuvo que pedir permiso para filmar dentro del Amazonas, y sí, claramente pidió permiso, y lo que hacían es que llevaban equipos muy pequeños para poder filmar ahí adentro.
Hicieron como que iban a filmar
claro.
El trabajo personal de él y no una película.
Claro, claro. Es un poco argentino.
Also Croatian way, and Italian.
Yes, we come from the Italian. That's why we know that part. Good. And how was to sleep there?
It was.
¿Cómo dormían?
Yes, we relied on park rangers. That was one. Second, we were sometimes in a research center, but most of the time we were with the locals. Of Guarani and Quechua people. And they were also the most interesting for us because maybe they didn't know the scientific names of birds and other animals that produce sound, but because they were born there, and when they go hunting or they like know the sounds, they also know how to imitate the sounds of the different animals. So
yes, like the callings.
Yeah, they would know where to go record best sound and like what is happening. It's like being in their city, you know. So they would always take us to the best places, and they always have this super respect to what we were doing. It was really nice because nobody ever talked about sound. They all like everybody is more or less talking about the visual.
Claro, bueno, está contando un poco que le preguntamos cómo dormía. Bueno, pudieron dormir con nativos, quechuas, guaraníes. También había guardaparques, el que le permitía dormir un poco ahí también, pero lo más asombroso es cómo los nativos les explicaban que reconocían a los pájaros por sus sonidos, no por sus nombres, ¿no?
Sí, que cómo les llamó la atención a ellos que alguien iba a filmar algo particularmente por los sonidos, no tanto por lo visual.
No por las imágenes, claro. Sí. Bien. Wow, how interesting. Did you have any? I have another question that just came to my mind. Did you have any, let's say, problem with, I don't know, species from the rainforest? I don't know, because there are lots of snakes, spiders, probably poison. Yes, no laugh. Or not, could be.
Yeah. I think when we went, we had all this fantasy about how it's going to be, and we were sleeping in, sometimes, most of the time actually, we were sleeping in these hammocks where you have a mosquito net around and then you have a roof tent. And yes, for me personally, the snakes were the worst. Like spider animals were not so bad. There was like a lot of crocodiles came and stuff like this, but snakes were always appearing, and then which one is dangerous, which one is not, and they were not afraid. You know, people tell you to clap your hands or yell or put your feet to the ground, but then you do all of this and nothing happens. They're just looking at you.
My God. Well, but nothing happened. Nothing.
Nothing bad.
Good. Ok, le estamos preguntando... se cortó ahí, no escuché. Ok, le preguntábamos si había tenido algún problema con los animales autóctonos, serpientes, arañas, y ella contaba que por lo general dormían en esas hamacas colgadas con el mosquitero, se dice, ¿no? Sí, mosquitero. Y no tuvieron ningún problema, pero sí ella sufrió como ver todo el tiempo serpientes, muchas serpientes. Más allá de que los nativos le decían que tenían que aplaudir o pisar de determinada manera, era como, no, el miedo no se le iba, no funcionaba, no se iban las serpientes. Good, okay.
A lot of funny stuff with the microphones, because you listen in the microphones and you're like, everything is beautiful, and then some weird sound comes and you're like, what's happening, what is this sound? Then you like take off and there is no sound, and then you listen and then it's like a sound, but it was actually some small animals would come inside of the microphones, would come out, and we had funny stuff like that because it was such expensive technology that is used. Wow. Like this microphone that David used, the one with 32 channels, it's used also by NASA and the Army and stuff, but it was never brought inside of the jungle. So it's kind of not made to be in the jungle. So we had funny little episodes like this that like, what is this? Like, and then you see it's like...
and then it disappears.
On a microphone or stuff like this.
Good. Ok, está contando que tuvieron como episodios muy graciosos de que estaban grabando algo y de repente escuchaban sonidos que entraban en el micrófono y decían, ¿de dónde viene esto? Y desaparecía el sonido y pareciera que algunos insectos, ¿no? Deben ser insectos muy pequeños, se metían por los micrófonos, ¿no? Que más allá de que eran micrófonos que los usa la NASA y demás, acá en la selva nunca los habían metido, claro.
Es like microphone 3D, ¿no? 3D.
See, it's 3D. It's like 32 channels. It looks like a ball. You will see it later tonight in the film. It has 32 channels and it's like all around. So it's called Eigenmic, I think. It's a very good microphone, but yes, it's not made to go into the jungle. It's made to be...
No. Claro, es un gran micrófono, pero no está hecho para meterse a la selva, claramente. Bien, genial. ¿Qué más? Acerca de que las mujeres, ¿querías preguntarle o otra cosa?
Sí. ¿Cómo fue la experiencia de ella después, cuando vuelve digamos, al urbano y se encuentra con esos sonidos, digamos,
claro,
lo que ella denomina como noise, como ruido, ¿no?
Sí. How was your experience when you get back to the city and the noise that we are used to live with, and when you have to left behind those beautiful sounds from nature?
It was funny because I was seeing snakes everywhere in the city.
Dice que veía serpientes por todos lados.
Every a plastic bag, just like in this form. I was like, your brain is like subconsciously alarming your body. That,
alarming,
like,
yes.
So
volvió como en sentido de alarma, viendo serpientes por todos lados.
But it was the city, like we came from Yasuni to Quito, and Quito is also very much traffic, much smoke, different air, noise. So it was a bit stressful, but then we needed to take a plane, and we were all full of mosquito bites, from the jungle.
Yes.
If they now let us into Europe, or they think we have some chicken pox or something. But it was okay.
Good, okay, sí, dice que les costó, aparte de la selva salieron a Quito, que es llena de ruido, llena de tráfico, y volvieron todos picados de mosquitos. Pero bueno, no fue tan grave, ¿no? Los mosquitos. Podría haber sido peor. Okay, and how do you see, like in the cinema business, how do you see women here? Do you think we have an important role? Are we getting more into the business? How do you see this? Le estaba preguntando cómo ven las mujeres dentro del cine. Yes, sorry.
I think it's getting lately, in Europe it's getting better. Also, there is now some funding only for women, but that's only in some countries, especially Scandinavia and the North. But it's still like quite a male business, and it's fun because I met some of these like old directors, older, and cinematographers and videographers, and they really have it like, oh no, you're a woman, you cannot carry a camera.
Oh my God. But you think they are like the oldest?
Yes, like old school.
Probably.
There is still this
Yes, old school. Oh my God, I hate old school. With that old school, it's like they can do anything because they are old school. No, come on. Okay, dice que sí.
Okay.
Perdón.
No, go.
Que
Bye.
se está ampliando el negocio de, o sea, lo que es las mujeres dentro del cine, pero sobre todo en los países más nórdicos. Igualmente le sigue costando y siguen habiendo directores, productores que siguen diciendo que por ser mujer, no, a vos no te contrato o con vos no trabajo, solo por el hecho de ser mujer. Bien. Qué lindo, ¿no? Pero bueno, va cambiando.
Sorry, you didn't finish, or it was breaking?
Yes, I finished. Go on.
I'm working now on my new film, and I have 4 female producers. And,
Good. Está trabajando en su nueva película y tiene 4 productoras mujeres. Yes, we were going to ask you about your new project. Tell us, please.
We are making a film in Kenya, in Nairobi, and it's about 4 boys that are becoming acrobats. And it's now becoming also a film about growing up. They come from one of the poorer parts of Nairobi. And also it's in this COVID year, there was no school for almost the whole year. So the kids were pretty much left by themselves. And yes, I'm very happy. They're like 9, 11, and 13 years old. They're amazing. And they're really good acrobats.
Wow, it's amazing.
Because first
working with children is amazing.
Yes,
good.
It's really something else, and it's a new experience. So all the protagonists are boys now, but all the producers are women. So it's good balance.
Good. Good balance, yes. Bueno, está trabajando en una película en Kenia, en Nairobi, con 4 varones que son acróbatas, que tienen entre 11 y 13 años. Entonces, como todos los protagonistas son hombres, pero toda la producción la hacen mujeres. El equilibrio, está buscando el equilibrio ahí. Okay. Bien. Good, nice. And when did you finish with that project? No. When are you finishing that?
We are now only production this summer. I hope it will be finished by next summer maximum.
By next summer. So. Okay. Planean terminarlo el próximo verano.
See, it's difficult to know with Corona and stuff. So,
yes,
but
now
it's a short film or?
No, it's a long film. It's a feature documentary, and it's going to be mostly for younger generations plus their parents. And
good.
I will let you know.
Okay, please. And they have snakes over there.
No, it's only cities.
There are no... Okay. There are no snakes.
There.
What?
I said it's completely different problems we are having there.
Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we imagine. Bien. Qué lindo. ¿Qué más? Well, talking about environmental films, do you have a favorite film, favorite movie, documentary that you would like to recommend? To think that you like, you see, well, this is the film about environment. Si tiene una película preferida acerca del medio ambiente.
I don't. I have like some directors that I love to watch and that I follow. I don't know from environmental ones. Actually, no. I don't know. It's a difficult question. But like I really enjoy to watch like a Guzman's film. Or there is the Italian director Gianfranco Rosi. I love his film.
Good.
They just first into my mind, like people who I follow.
Good, good.
If it comes up, I will let you know.
Ok, excellent. Bien. Películas preferidas no tiene, pero sí directores.
Sí, sí.
Perfecto.
No.
Well,
Bueno.
and then talking about this COVID and pandemic situation, how do you think it affected the cinema business? It was too much affected? How different is now?
I think now people are afraid to go to the cinema because they're afraid to go into small spaces.
Could be. Sí, dice que preguntándole sobre la situación de la pandemia, que por ahí la gente lo que teme es ir al cine, ya que estamos en un lugar cerrado. Yes. Yeah, some people are afraid of many things now.
And
Yes.
I was not actually so much affected because I was writing, we got funding in this time of COVID. We got 3 fundings for the film, and we managed also to go to Kenya in November, October. So
Wow.
it was actually not difficult, but I know that a lot of people in Italy suffered more, or in Belgium or stuff. But personally, I didn't feel so much the pandemic.
Good, nice. That's good. Dice que por suerte ya no sufrió tanto la pandemia y que en octubre pudieron irse a Kenia con fondos que recaudaron. Sí.
What do you think about now the festivals? They are all online.
I think it's good and bad. It's good because you can reach a bigger public.
Yes, that's right.
That is, I don't know, that usually doesn't go to cinema can still attend the festival. But it's bad because you lose these festivals. It's nice also to meet people and to talk directly to the directors, and it's a big exchange.
Yeah, that's right.
The connection with the people and the children,
Yeah.
all the sounds.
Actually, the best is to have it both, if possible. I don't know how is the situation there. Is everything open, or are you still in lockdown?
Half, I don't know. We are changing all the time. Here is I don't know. We never know. It's very uncertain. Pero sí, está bueno lo que dice, que todos los que son festivales online de ahora, ella dice que está buenísimo por un lado porque se llega a muchas más personas, mucha más gente, pero también por el otro no tenés la conexión y el ida y vuelta que tenemos personalmente de conocer a alguien o hablar con el director o demás.
Sí. Nosotros vamos a hacer el festival ahora en teoría de las dos formas.
Sí, yes. Apparently we are going to do the next festival in October, like in both ways. It's going to be online and hopefully here we will be able to go to the cinema. That's the idea. Hopefully that things doesn't change. But yes, that's the idea for the next festival. Yes, cross fingers.
¿Tienen un proyecto en contacto con
David?
O?
Do you have any project with David? Something planned for the future? Do you have contact with him or?
Yes, I have contact with him. He says hello to everybody from Patagonia Eco Film Festival.
Good.
We didn't see each other actually for 1.5 years now because of the pandemic. Because Italy, in Croatia, everything is open, everything is great. The people don't believe in the pandemic. Restaurants, bars, open.
We must go to Croatia.
In Italy, it was basically David with his wife and his son, that is 5, 6. They got stuck in Rome for, I don't know, it was 4 or 5 months. Nobody was allowed to leave house because in Italy it started in Europe, so they got really crazy.
Yes, you know that it was horrible for them.
The rules were you cannot go more than 100 meters away from home in shop, and I know that he had a hard time, because I was having the best time and he was having the worst.
You were traveling and enjoying life, and he was stuck in your house.
In a small flat. It was
God.
Difficult.
Yes, well, many people had to go through that. Yes. Bueno, cuenta un poco que David la pasó bastante mal en la pandemia, pero ella no, porque en Croacia, por suerte, está todo bastante liberado. Sí, eso está bueno. Bien. What else? ¿Qué más? So, what are you doing now What were you doing when we called you? Were you cycling? You said.
Yes, I was cycling with my bike. We had
Good.
a Pride ride. It's Pride month, and now we had the Pride ride. It was people cycling together through the whole city. So actually now I didn't finish the ride. I stopped so I can talk to you.
Oh, thank you. Bien, estaba en el medio de una pedaleada por el mes del orgullo, ¿no? El mes. Bien. Thank you.
Yes.
Nika,
Here it's very hot. Finally, we had a long winter. It was cold and rainy the whole time, and now it's super summer.
Good, good. Qué lindo, están con solcito.
So, if you have to recommend people the film, how do you do it?
How do I describe it?
No. To tell people you have to look this film because
of what?
Because of what?
Because it's a very, I think it's a meditative film, especially when you're in cinema. We planned this.
Yes.
We had to decide if it's going to be a cinema film, so you have the Dolby surround, or it's something that is going to be televisive. So we decided for the cinema. So there is a lot of meditative soundscape, and you can probably hear a lot of soundscapes that you never heard before. And it's the true primary sound of nature and evolution.
Yes,
without
good. Bien, nos cuenta que por qué deberíamos ver la película, y primero porque es algo que no vamos a escuchar en ningún otro lado. Obviamente que lo mejor es verla en el cine. Yo cuando la vi en el cine es algo que no sé, después verla en casa es diferente. Yes, it changes from seeing that in the cinema than seeing that in your house, but well, both are amazing as well. Yes.
We recommend people to use headphones too.
Yes.
To watch the film today.
Some parts of the film are very, like, you can even close your eyes and just listen.
Sí, hay partes en la película que puedes cerrar los ojos y solamente escuchar, no hace falta ver. Sí, es verdad, es como que te mete en un estado hasta de meditación. Es re lindo.
Okay, and Nika, a lot of people is waiting to see the movie today, so we want to thank you because you always said yes and let us to do this. And okay, tell people to today
to join
the movie, and then
yes.
I think they're going to came back for more questions. I'll let you know, but I think this is good for us to talk with you because you have all the movie in your mind and your feelings, and it's better to hear from you.
Yes. Sorry, you want me to invite people to watch today?
Yes, if you want.
Sorry for the confusion. Yes, everybody who is listening, you should definitely watch the movie. Not because it's my movie, but because you can also learn something and you can expand your knowledge. And I hope you all enjoy it, and I hope it brings you something new.
Good, thank you.
Nika.
Bien, para que contaba que, o sea, les invita a todos a ver la película porque es como de gran aprendizaje, es algo súper diferente y está buenísimo que la puedan ver.
Si cumplió el objetivo de la película.
¿De cómo? Did you get to the goal? I mean, ¿qué? ¿El objetivo de qué?
Sí, la película cumplió el objetivo que ella esperaba.
Ah, okay. Do you think that the film get to the goal that you expected? I mean, did you have an objective to get, or it was over your goal? If you mean when we went to film, we were thinking, like, we had a lot of stuff that we didn't expect. Like when we came there, because of global warming, there was no rain for 2 or 3 months, and it's supposed to be a rainforest. So we came into the Amazon, and I was like, there is more sound in the city I live in Zagreb, or in the woods in Zagreb, like than in the Amazon. But then slowly rain started falling, and then it was getting better. But we had like also
a lot of interference with petrol, so you hear these frequencies. So in the end, it was really, and then planes flying, and doesn't matter how deep you go into the jungle, there is always a plane that flies somewhere.
Wow.
So
Wow.
it was surprisingly, I don't know, in 80% of the time I also had internet on my phone, which I thought I'm not going to have internet on my phone.
Wow.
But civilization,
How?
civilization is in the jungle as well.
Wow. 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 I didn't know that. Bien, dice que sí, más allá de que cumplieron con el objetivo y que siempre había como sonidos externos, siempre había un avión, siempre había barcos o no, barcos no, sonidos de petróleo que aparecían, sí, de las petroleras y eso, los aviones tuvieron que manejar eso y que siempre tenía conexión a internet. Wow.
All the time, but almost all. And it was difficult because now they're getting everywhere because they are, you can hear it for when you use these good mics, you can hear it for 10 kilometers. If you're 10 kilometers away from the petróleo, how do you say?
Yes, petróleo, yes.
You still hear it. So
wow.
If you go, wherever you go, there is somewhere another one close by. It's really, they are very deep, and there is more and more companies drilling. So
that's so sad.
Yes, it is sad.
Bien, sí, lamentablemente las petroleras dice que siguen llegando y hay cada vez más y se escuchaba todo el tiempo eso. Bien. Bien, sí, well, we are very grateful. Thank you very much for being here, for sharing your time. Well, we hope you get a nice ride after this. Yes.
You have a nice doing, and maybe I come with my next film to Patagonia.
Yes, please come.
Yes, Nika.
Come. You will have a great time here.
Thank you very much, Nika, for all.
Thank you, and good luck.
A big hug for David and Alex too.
I will tell them.
Well, bye-bye. Have a nice weekend.
Bueno,
Thank you very much.
Los esperamos a todos. Hoy haremos la proyección de DUSK CHORUS a las 22 horas por nuestro canal de YouTube.
Sí.
Solo se va a estar proyectando una vez, así que disfrútenla. Y bueno, obviamente agradecerle a Nika por este espacio que nos brindó y por darnos el placer de tener su película en el Día Mundial del Ambiente.
Sí, no se la pierdan. Nos vemos. Bye. Thank you, Nika.
Chao.
Gracias a todos. Nos vemos esta noche. Buenísimo.